Got beef, beans, and I believe there's carrots. I'm not sure what other vegetables are in there. Looks and smells really good. What's going on? Germs here, back with another review. Today we've got a Russian EMERCOM Nuclear Bunker ration. This is going to be a 24-hour ration. This one was produced either December 6th, 2023 or June 12th, 2023. I'm not quite sure how the Russians do their dates, and it expires, looks like, either December 11th, 2025 or November 12th, 2025. So this big dog is going to weigh in at 1.785 kilograms or 3.935 pounds. And the total calorie count on this is 4,272 calories. So I translated the top here, and all this says is individual daily diet, which means it's a 24-hour ration. I'll put the translation up here. But in all actuality, this is an EMERCOM 24-hour ration, and EMERCOM is the Emergency Control Ministry in Russia. The official name, I believe, is the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations. And what that ministry is responsible for is civil defense, disaster management, and rescue operations. All the personnel are professional military personnel, so they're all military trained. So I think these are going to be mainly distributed to the personnel who are doing disaster response or doing training for disaster response or search and rescue. Essentially, it's a military ration, just packaged for EMERCOM specifically. So let's get into this. Let's see what we got. Not sure what it smells like, but it smells pretty good. This is like the Russian winter ration I had. It was very hard to get out of the bag. I want to save this bag. Don't want to rip it. There we go. Let's see what we got. Very neatly packed. Here's our cutlery and our napkins. 4 creamers. Get some instructions. Disinfecting napkins. Got some tomato hot sauce. 4 15-gram packs of sugar, salt and pepper, our cooking stove, 2 berry isotonic drinks. Yes, this is the apple butter or apple jam. This stuff is really good. 4 packs of army crackers, 2 packs of wheat crackers, 2 instant coffees, 2 black teas, chewing gum, chocolate bar, tin of processed cheese. We've got some minced sausage. I think this is going to be like a Spam. Nice vegetable caviar. I've not had this yet. I've heard it's really, really good. Here's one main. This is beef with beans and vegetables. Buckwheat porridge with beef. We've had this, and this is really good. And we've got some stewed beef or tashanka. So that's what you get in this 2023 Russian EMERCOM Nuclear Bunker 24-hour ration. I'm going to get all this sorted out. We're going to split it into 3 meals, and I'll be back in a bit with breakfast. So for breakfast, we're going to keep it light. We're just going to go with this buckwheat porridge with beef, this apple butter or apple jam, some crackers, and coffee. So like I said, I reviewed a Russian winter ration. I'll make sure to link that video at the very end after the outtakes. And it was really, really good. I really liked it. And this one looks just as good, if not better. So I am super excited. So let's slap this down and dig in. Perfect. First things first, got to heat up this main. We're going to use the Esbit stove. Boy, that is stuck in there. These smell like dead fish. All right, so this one's already folded down. We're going to fold this down, that down, that down, this up. There she is. So let's check out this buckwheat porridge with beef. Looks like it survived. Doesn't look compromised. Let's open it up. There it is. Looks like corned beef hash. That's what it looks like. That's what it kind of smells like. We've had it before, and it's really good. I've never had it in this style packaging, just in a can, but this smells really good. They don't give you matches because they don't need to. These fuel tablets light themselves. Maybe, maybe not. Definitely not working the greatest. Yeah, that's not working worth a shit. Let's see how that does. We're going to put some tin foil over this to keep it from splattering. Let's open up some crackers. I have a feeling that's going to cook really quick and it's going to be hard to stir, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Let's make some coffee. Looks good. Smells really good. Let's put some creamer in there. I typically don't, but I'm going to put sugar in my coffee. Kind of a flimsy spoon. Might have to grab another one. This thing's cooking real quick. I feel like I smell it burning. Definitely need to stir it a little bit, which is going to be difficult. Well, we're going to do it this way. I have to say that smells absolutely delicious. It really does. It smells so good. I'm going to wait for this apple jam or apple butter till after the meal, so let's try a cracker. These crackers actually look better than the normal Russian crackers that I've seen, so maybe these are good, maybe they're not stale. Those are pretty good. They're a little bland, but they're not stale. They're nice and crunchy. They're not salty, but they're good. Let's give this another stir. Ooh, there's some burnt bits in there. Couple more minutes and that'll be done. These aren't bad. This is definitely done. Let's get this out. Yeah, you know, that looks burnt, but that's all goodness right there. Yeah, that is goodness right there. All those burnt bits. These spoons are super flimsy. Like, they're terrible. So let's give this a taste without any salt or pepper. Let's see what this is all about. The smell is absolutely fantastic. This smells so good. It smells beefy. You can just smell it. It's a very hearty dish. I love that there's burnt bits there because that's flavor right there. That looks burnt, but it's not. Those burnt bits, that's nothing but flavor. It is so good. Very beefy, not too much flavor. It's just beef and buckwheat porridge. The buckwheat porridge is very, very tender, very good. This is an excellent dish. It does need salt and it does need pepper. And I think I might add some of that tomato hot sauce. Does not need a whole hell of a lot of salt. Not this whole packet anyways. If you were a soldier, you'd need that much salt. These EMERCOM workers, I don't know if they're going to be expending as much energy, sweating as much. I'm sure they would be, so the salt is going to be important. Let's put some of this hot sauce on there. Let's see if that made a difference. Let's try that with a little bit of hot sauce. That hot sauce really kicked it up a notch, but I think I put a little too much salt in there. It's a little too salty now. Not too bad, but a little too much salt. Not complaining. Let's try this on a cracker. A lot of carbs to begin with. I don't think you really need it on a cracker, but it can't be bad. That's really good. The crackers are kind of bland, but when you add them to the dish, it takes up that flavor and it gives it some depth, some texture, which I really like. The barley is excellent, and this beef is very tender, very good beef. Yeah, you have to add the crackers. You have to. It's so good. Some good burnt bits right there. This is right up my alley. Starchy, beefy. It's excellent. This is so good. Yeah, I have no complaints with this. This is so hearty. It is so good. I can handle this all day long. The spoon sucks, but the food doesn't. Last bite of this. Wow, that was good. That was excellent. It really reminds me of corned beef hash. It's like the buckwheat porridge. It's almost like potatoes, like a hash. It is so good. And those crackers with it, excellent. That hot sauce, I just wish they would give you a couple more packets of that because that stuff was really good. It really added something. Just need more of it. That was good. Let's try out this coffee. Coffee's all right. I probably shouldn't have put sugar in it. I don't know why I did. I don't like sugar in my coffee, but the coffee itself, not bad, not the greatest. All right, let's try out this apple butter. I know this stuff is amazing. This is going to be really good. This has a tear notch, but as we found with the hot sauce, I want to be able to control that a little better, so I'm going to use a knife. All right, let's try this out. There it is. Very dark. This is going to be good. That is top notch. That apple flavor is so good. It's so natural. It's apple butter. It's not apple jam, it's apple butter. Very, very rich, but not too sweet. That is so good. I wish there was more than just the one packet of apple butter. It's like you made homemade applesauce and just let it keep boiling and boiling and reducing and reducing and reducing until it was just straight up apple. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like super concentrated applesauce, homemade. It is so good. Last bite of this goodness. Drink some coffee with that. Got so caught up in how good the apple butter was, forgot to add coffee with it. It's a good combo, but I don't know why I put sugar in my coffee. I never put sugar in my coffee, so I don't know. Don't know why I did it, but it's all right. My hands need to be cleaned. Let's check out these disinfectant moist towelettes. Seem pretty sturdy. No smell to them at all. Yeah, you could actually save these. You could save them and use them later. Let's try out this gum. So you get 10 pieces of gum. The gum is okay. It's got a great peppermint flavor. It's very crunchy at first when you first bite into it, and then it kind of is rubbery. It's not the best chew, but it serves its purpose. I mean, it's going to get the crud out of your teeth, so I can't complain. All right, well, that was breakfast. That was a great breakfast. That buckwheat porridge with beef was so good. I loved the burnt bits. It was almost like a corned beef hash, more like potatoes rather than buckwheat. I just wish I had a runny egg to crack on top of that. That would be the bomb. This apple butter or apple jam, whatever it is so good. That stuff is absolutely fantastic. Coffee was not the greatest, but I put sugar in it and I usually don't, so that's my own fault. The coffee flavor, not bad. We have another one, so I'll try it at lunch, see if I like it. We'll do it without sugar. So I'm going to get this all cleaned up and I will be back with lunch. All right, so we're back with lunch, and for lunch we're going to have the beef with beans and vegetables, the minced sausage with some processed cheese, some crackers, coffee, tea, and this isotonic drink, berry flavored. So the mains in this ration are very similar to the ones in the Belarusian ration that I reviewed. I'll make sure to leave a link to that video during the outtakes. What I did in that review is I took the buckwheat porridge with beef and the beef tashanka, and then I mixed it all together and cooked it together, and it was really, really good. It was awesome. But it was a lot of food, and I just don't feel like eating that much right now. Plus, I just want to kind of taste the beef tashanka on its own and see how that is. But this lunch sounds really good, and I'm excited. So let's slap this down and dig in. Perfect. First things first, let's open up this beef with beans and vegetables. There it is. Looks really good. Oh, and that smells delicious. That smells really good. Smells like there's some sort of tomato type sauce in with this. So the striker that came with these fuel tabs is toast. So we're going to use, I believe these are some Brazilian matches. We're going to use a striker plate from this. That worked a lot better. Let's make some drinks. I am going to put a little sugar in my tea. I do like sugar in my tea. Very granulated. Calls for 240 mils of water, so that's just under a cup or right around a cup. So 8 ounces. All right, let's check on this. Looking good. Let's open up the minced sausage. There it is. This is going to be a pork and beef sausage. Let's get this cheese open. There it is. Kind of looks like Velveeta. Not much of a smell to it. Get these crackers out. I think I'm going to try this. It's got to be good, right? While the coffee's hot, let's give her a shot. That's good coffee. Not too bold, not too weak, just right. Kind of a medium roast. And I'm glad I didn't put sugar in it. Let's try out this tea. Just a standard black tea. That's good tea. Really good tea. No complaints. Let's try out one of these wheat crackers. Haven't had one of these before. Kind of looks like a wheat thin. Doesn't taste like a wheat thin. Very wheaty, but not like a wheat thin. There's no sweetness to them, but they're pretty good. All right, our fuel tablet is burnt out. All right, let's get it out. Again, I like the burnt bits. That's going to be good flavor right there. I think adding the cheese was a good idea. I'm going to drop some of these crackers in so it can soak up some of those juices. Let's try out this minced sausage. I'll try it on a plain cracker first. There it is. Doesn't look all that appealing, but I like canned meat, so I think this is going to be really good. That's good stuff. Definitely not like Spam. Not even close. It's more natural. It's just basically minced meat. Great pork and beef flavor. That's great. Let's put some cheese on it. There it is. Let's see how this cheese is. That cheese is really good. It really reminds me of the cheese that we used to get when I was a little kid. It came in like a plastic tube and then it had a little button on the side. And that's where you squeeze the cheese out of. I don't know if any of you remember that, but that's kind of what it reminds me of, like a easy cheese type flavor. Very good. Yeah, that's a great snack. And that's more than likely what this would be. This would be a snack. There's so much food here, you could have little snacks in between your meals. So, but I'm doing it all at once. It's like Cheese Whiz. That's what it reminds me of. Last bite of this. That was fantastic. That minced beef, that was great. And that cheese, really good cheese. I have no complaints there. Very granulated. Not sure you can see that in there, but hard to mix up. Let's give it a shot. That's a very good drink. Very natural tasting. The berry is not overpowering, and it is a little on the sweet side. Maybe could have added a little more water, but that's a good drink. All right, let's start trying out some of this Maine now that it's cooled off. Got beef, beans, and I believe there's carrots. I'm not sure what other vegetables are in there. Looks and smells really good. Wow, that is fantastic. There is so much flavor in this. It is so good. The beans are great. There's great beef flavor, and that sauce is excellent. It's got kind of a tomato flavor to it, but it's not heavy tomato. You can taste a lot of the beef. And adding that cheese, that's the way you do it. The cheese gives it some creaminess. It's amazing. Yep. I'm glad I did that. Got to check out these napkins or bung fluff. Give you quite a bit. Adding the wheat crackers, I think, was also a good call. Those are great in this. I think much better than the regular crackers would be. Those burnt bits, lots of flavor there. Nice big chunk of beef there. The beef is very good quality, very tender. It's really good. Last bite of this. That was a fantastic Maine. I have zero complaints with that. It is so filling and flavorful. One of the better mains I've ever had. Hands down. It is so good. Didn't need any seasoning. It was seasoned perfectly. It's just something that's right up my alley. Very hearty, beefy. I like the beans. Looks like they're pinto beans maybe. And that sauce was delicious. But the star of the show was adding this cheese into that dish. That's the way you do it. Gave it a lot of creaminess, some extra flavor, some cheesy flavor. Man, that was good. So far, this is a stellar ration. I have zero complaints. Everything has been outstanding. Very good. All right, I'm going to get this all cleaned up. I'm going to save these crackers, and I'll be back in a few hours for dinner. All right, let's finish up this ration with dinner. For dinner, we're going to have this beef stew or beef tashanka, vegetable caviar, chocolate bar, some crackers, a drink. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this ration so far, and this dinner sounds pretty good. So let's slap this down and dig in. Perfect. All right, first things first, let's get this beef stew out. That's all flavor right there. I'm going to try and get this in there. Don't want to let that go to waste. There it is. Looks like there's a bay leaf in there. Yep, bay leaf. Let's get this thing heating up. Actually, before we get this rolling, I want to chop this up a bit. Let's make our berry drink. This one's a little hard, a little clumped up. I'm only going to do half of this pack and half of that pack. There's a lot of crackers here, and I just don't need that many crackers, I don't think. I'm going to pull a Mark Garno. I'm going to put these in a layer on the bottom. I'm going to break them up a bit. We'll see which cracker tastes better with the beef. So I'm going to pour the beef over top, and those crackers will soak up the broth. Let's check out this chocolate bar. That is very, very bloomed, but I'm sure it's going to be just fine. All right, let's check out this vegetable caviar. I've heard a lot about this. I've never had it. And there it is. Little jiggly. Let's check on this. It smells wonderful. It smells really, really good. Beef seems nice and tender. I've decided I think I'm going to need more crackers to soak up some of that broth, because there's a lot of broth. All right, let's check out this vegetable caviar. There it is. Oh, that smells wonderful. You know, it actually smells like kind of a queso dip. I don't know if there's cheese in this. It smells like queso. That's what it smells like. It smells like there's peppers in there. Oh, it smells delicious. So there's zucchini, carrots, onions, sweet pepper, butter, tomato paste, salt, sugar, greens of cabbage, allspice, parsley, dill. There is all kinds of goodness in that. Get a little more of this. Yeah, I can actually see the dill in there. This is fantastic. It's really good. I'm thinking it'd be better with one of the wheat crackers, though. The wheat crackers just seem more hearty. Seems like they have a little extra something. They're better than the regular crackers, I think. That's fantastic. That stuff is really good. Very prominent pepper flavor in there. Definitely taste the tomatoes in there. You can taste the dill. The zucchini kind of just gets lost, but that's okay. I think that's kind of what it does. Excellent, excellent stuff. This is the berry drink. Same thing we had at lunch. And we already had the tea, so I'm not doing that. All right, our fuel tablet is almost burnt out. Let's get this out. That beef smells really good, and it is so tender. You can just tell this is going to be fantastic. I'm glad I put the crackers on the bottom. They're going to soak up all that broth. Good tip, Mark Garno. So there is salt and pepper in this, and I think that's about it, other than the bay leaf. You can definitely smell the bay leaf. Has a wonderful smell coming off of it. It smells really good. That is fantastic. That beef is so tender and is so flavorful. The broth is absolutely amazing. It is so good. So much flavor there. I'm glad I put the crackers in there though. That really helps. And again, the wheat crackers, much better in this dish. I'm going to try this though. See how this is. It can't be bad. Yep. That's going on there. Like I said, it really tastes like a queso dip. That's really what it reminds me of. It's got that sweet pepper flavor. This is excellent. So good. What the hell? I'm putting it all on there. This is so freaking amazing. What a great ration this is. I am very happy with this. A lot of times with the bay leaf flavor, it's really overpowering, but you definitely can't taste the bay leaf that much. It just gives it enough flavor. This stuff is excellent. Had to give some to Mrs. Germs. She loves it. It's very simple. The beef, it's just beef and its own juices with a bay leaf. Very simple. Adding that vegetable caviar was absolutely the key. This is so good. Last bite of this. What a fantastic meal. Let's try out this chocolate. Yeah, it's pretty bloomed, but I'm not concerned. It's a darker chocolate, but it is very bloomed and it's almost powdery. Kind of like the Australian PR1M chocolate I had. Turned to dust in your mouth. This one's not quite there yet, but it's close. Not really feeling it. That's not the greatest. If it were fresh, it'd probably be good. But it's very dry and powdery. So it must have saw a lot of heat. All right, well, there you have it. That was the 2023 Russian EMERCOM individual 24-hour ration. All in all, this was an absolutely fantastic ration. It's definitely up in the top tier. One of these days, I'm going to have to explain my top tier. That's going to be difficult. So if you stuck with me through this Russian EMERCOM Nuclear Bunker ration, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here and I appreciate you watching. And don't forget, I have a merch store. Any of the merch you've seen in this video today is available on my merch store. Go check it out, link below. And lastly, I want to thank my Patreon members. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you're enjoying the exclusive content. And if you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, the link is in the description below. You'll get access to at least 2 long-form videos every single month that are exclusive for my Patreon members only. I will not be posting them on YouTube. You'll get early access to all my YouTube videos at least 24 hours. You'll also get some shorter form videos sprinkled in throughout the month. And lastly, you'll get 10% off all the merch through my merch store. So go check it out, link below. So again, I appreciate you being here and I appreciate you watching, and I'll be back soon with another review. Later. 1.785 kilograms. Alexa, how many pounds is 1.785 kilograms?
It's Community.com. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it, but I suspect that each point of weight is half pound.
What the f are you talking about, Alexa? Now this ration, alright, I'm not putting my f***ing hands in there, whoever the f you are that keeps complaining. Here's one main, this is beef with beans and vegetables. Why can't I talk? I'm gonna get all this up, I'm gonna get all this for f***ing, oh. You son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, shit. You want some beef? Come here. Come on. Yep. He's here. Here, have some beef. Have some porridge. Oh, you want it on the floor, don't you? You want it on the floor. You're spoiled. He's spoiled. There you go. Yeah, he won't eat it out of my hand. I don't blame him. Good Lord, Ration Kitty's shitting again. The least you could do is bury the stuff, you know? That would help. Look who comes out. As soon as I dump the beef. He wants some. You can't get up there. You'll get some. You will. Don't worry. You'll get some. Today is available in my mort. I don't understand. When I'm in front of a camera, I just can't talk. I don't get it. Come on, you fucker. Ugh.